You guys, this is your coach, Andrea Dickerson, here with EyeOnTheDaycare.com, and welcome to the Jumpstart Blueprint course. You are on Module 9, where this is about curriculum and lesson planning. In this module, we are on Module 1, and I'm going to give you some of my lesson planning secrets that I use for my lesson plan daily flow in my classrooms. Now, you don't have to use this process, but it'd be really good if you started having your teachers plan this way so that they'll have a great understanding as to what they're doing in the classroom with the children. Now, it's just according to the educational level of your team. It's according to their desire to want to accomplish this lesson plan, but it's really easy and simple. It may look like it's a lot, and it may look as if, oh my gosh, Andrea, where do we start? So I'm just going to give you my lesson plan secrets, and then you can utilize this to take it to your designer and change it up if you feel. But it's included with your course, so let's get started. For my lesson plan daily flow, I like for my teachers to put their name in the week that we are on. So a lot of times we are working on January 1 through January 10th or 5th. So they'll put it there. And then the curriculum week will be like semester 1, week 1. And then the weekly concept and skill objective. A lot of times if teachers don't understand the objective and the skill that they're wanting the children to gain and learn, then they won't work towards mastering that. And so we get that from our program called the JELS, which is Georgia Educational Learning Development Standards. And so we like for our team members to set an objective for what they want for the children to learn in the classroom. Now, some of our teachers follow our objectives that we've set, and I use the staff quarterly agenda for my team members to help them capture my objectives. So then the next one is theme. And in your next lesson, I'll show you my curriculum monthly themes so that you can pull themes and how to use themes in your classroom. But basically, this is a system, and then they'll pull from the next following pages that we will go over, and they'll write the theme. I like for my teachers to pull a book, to have a classroom book that they're interested in reading to the children, because if children hear the same words over and over again, they're more apt to catch on. The color, the shape, the number, the letter, of course that is basic, and it doesn't have to be through rote, but as long as you've identified that you're working on a particular color, shape, number, then it empowers your classroom to have greater influence in the activities that the children engage in. And then I also ask my teachers to take the kids on field trips or special events. So now let's go through the focus of the week. The focus of the week is where we literally sing the same songs. We have the children introduced to music and movement. We go over our math and counting concepts. We go over singing, dancing, displaying, spelling, sounding our alphabets, and then we go over our conversation starters so that when teachers go to having the kids sit down, they're having conversation starters that they pretty much plan out. And right here is where they go to the JELS and pull from the JELS. And then we ask them to assign who their community helpers will be in a classroom. On the next page, I believe that teachers want to plan for their large group activity. Large group consists of 6 to 15 kids as a classroom. Small group consists of 4 to 7 children in a group, sometimes 3, just depending on your state. So what we talk about is the large group that the kids are going to rotate throughout for the full week. You know, if you got 15 kids and you're working on sharing and they're in circle time and they get a chance to share their items, well, you may not get thoroughly through all of the items in the allotted time. So then you can pull your large group throughout the whole week. Even small group activities that you want for the children to accomplish, you can do it one each day. You can add on to that group each day. It just all depends on you. Now, another thing I like to do is to set up tables. So we have red tables, yellow tables, and blue tables that we identify in our classrooms. So you could put like a little label on the table to identify what the label is. But with us, with Quality Rated, what we have to do is to make sure that the classroom is set up and ready for each activity. So when they go outside and come in to wash their hands, there's an activity that's already set up for them to go right into it. Because if you have two sinks, you got kids rotating at the sinks, kids rotating at the toilets, but you can't have the whole classroom sitting on the carpet waiting their turn. So you have to have activities readily available and items set up for the children. My policy is no child sits to a table with nothing. Then is when you go through your learning objective and you set up your areas in your classroom to subliminally facilitate that objective. So you have your sensory, your music, your movement, arts, free play, dramatic play, outdoor, and transition activities. You get them to write in those circles, setting up their areas, and you will find where this is really a helpful tool for your teachers to use, as long as you all let them listen to this audio and try it out by themselves. But I think it's a great lesson plan secret of mine that I created my own, so that I can make sure that teachers are really applying their lesson plans in their classroom. Because, I mean, who wants to go through all this work and not show it? All right, let's get ready for the next lesson.